Hey everybody, Steve here with White Knuckle Off-Road Adventures. Just finished up doing the rear rack and Kolpin install. We had an OGO honcho rear bag. I hit a tree on one of the corners and kind of tore it up a little bit and ripped a couple of the little Velcro straps out. So I decided to change up and go with a hard case. Had a kind of been looking for a while, trying to figure out which one I wanted. I didn't want something real big and bulky. When I had the OGO bag, I had to buy a steel rack from Polaris to be able to get it mounted on there. The little straps OGO gives you are worthless, so had to buy the rack. And when I set this box on top of the metal rack, it just looked way too tall. So took out the cutter and just cut a couple of the pieces out of the rack. And the pieces I cut out, I took them back in, and right here and right here, I just welded them back in for a little extra support so that this bar wouldn't flex, because I remounted my fuel pack to it. So this is a Kolpin fuel mount, and I cut the back of it off right there and just made it so it would mount to the rack, because it was supposed to originally fit right here, with the metal rack and everything else. I couldn't get it in there to work any way possible, so I just took it off and modified it. And then these are just little like for holding on conduit, and they just go around that top piece of that bar. And I've had it mounted up like this for a long time, and it hasn't had any issues whatsoever at all. And it's just the Roto Packs 1.75 gallon fuel pack. So we got it mounted on, and then I've got Kolpin universal pole holder or shovel holder brackets, whatever you want to call them, and was able to get them back on the metal rack and keep my shovel. So just a few modifications to the metal rack, and we got the Kolpin box, and the dimensions are 37 long by 17 deep or wide, and then 13.5 inches tall. So I thought it would be about the same size as the OGO bag I took off, which is the honcho. The outside is from this furthest point, from that furthest point over there, where they took their measurements from. The box kind of comes back in on an angle. So I've had to redo a lot of the way I put things in here to gain some space, because even though the dimensions on this box are actually bigger than my OGO bag, it has less inside cargo room. So I had to downsize some things, change some things. It was probably good. I took some things out I've never had haven't used them forever. But I've just got a lunch cooler, little tool kit, some frog tog wear, and a few little things if I do get stranded, just stuff to start a fire, first aid kit, some aspirin and stuff. I've got a wood saw right back there. Comes in really handy out on the trail. Small, compact, and you can cut a lot of stuff down. And we just got a Tusk tire repair kit, some rope, and you can't see it, but in that little bag back there, I've got a couple straps for hooking around trees if you need them for like the winch and stuff like that. But I love the lid. It seals nice, and these little latches seem to pull it down good, and it's got a lock right there too if you want to put I got the key in the front box, but put that in and lock it, so it might keep it a little more secure. And it's in from the outside of the bike, so hopefully that'll keep me from hitting things, with it being tucked in there a little bit and stuff like that. So anyway, while everything is going on with this COVID stuff, we just thought we'd do a few little things. And we also found a fuel cap that I really like. It's made by 50 caliber. It's not sharp, so it doesn't hurt your fingers. I know there's a few of them out there that really hurt your fingers if you try to tighten them up or try to loosen them. This one's real smooth, and so far it don't leak or anything either, so Seal's really good. It's got a nice rubber seal inside. And the only other thing we've been kind of riding on is the tires. Not lately, because they keep shutting down all of our areas to ride in. But so far the Dirt Commanders have been doing really good too. We're liking that. But there's the new Kolpin. I think it's a 93-201 trail box. And we'll see how it holds up. So far I like how it turned out. And just with a little cutting and some welding and a few little modifications to it, it seemed like it worked out pretty good. And we got it all kind of custom fit the box around it and stuff. You guys have a good one. Thanks. See you on the trail.